Robin.
So Anthony, here he comes running in. I bet his cheeks are all sore. Are your ass cheeks rubbing together like there's a vinegar and onion potato chip in them?
It's not bad.
Do you just feel like you have a popcorn kernel in your asshole?
I'm good.
Ugh.
It wasn't too bad.
Too bad. It was a 9-minute shit.
Was that long?
Yeah, from before the break.
Because you know what? Phones make you sit there longer.
They do.
You just sit, you read. It's nice. You don't need a paper.
Oh, see, I'm always aiming in the toilet and taking pictures. Twittering them.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Otto's coming in.
Is he? I just saw him.
He's right there.
Oh, there he is.
Well, let him come in.
Bring him in.
I know you did. I'm just asking.
Come on in there, Otto.
Let me get out of the way.
Hold on.
Otto. Here he comes.
Let's go.
Is the door locked?
I don't know.
Open the door.
Is that possible?
The door's got it. Is he so frail?
Is the
What's
door
the matter,
locked?
Otto? Otto, you couldn't open the door.
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's about fucking time.
Hi, buddy.
Was the door locked?
No, I was stupidly pulling on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Open the door, not.
Yeah. How are you guys, man?
Good.
It's Opie.
He's in L.A. He taped something for a TV show, and they're doing a wraparound tonight, like in front of the audience.
L.A.
It's like one of them reality candid camera kind of shows.
Yeah.
And he did one, and then a few other people did it, and then they bring them all back in front of a studio audience or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to get a show like that done, actually, but they thought my pranks were fucking too bad.
Example?
Alan Funt.
Yeah, something like that. But there's you go to the hospital and the maternity ward.
Oh, this sounds fun.
And then I have like a goof doctor come in, and when they ask how the kid is, the doctor goes, "I'm sorry, but it was born dead." And then when the family breaks down, like a week later, you call them and you go, we're just joshing.
You let him sit for a week?
Yeah.
God, that's an awful thought.
That would be terrible.
It's a great show. Who wouldn't watch that to see what happens?
Well, I might watch it. To
see them all weepy like.
Yeah. It's called Jim's Wacky Pranks.
Yeah.
Jim's Wacky Pranks?
Stunts.
Is that a working title? I hope.
That's the title.
Stinks.
Jim's Wacky Pranks. And
Jimmy, you look so svelte.
Right? We were talking about
right?
the skinny Jimmy.
Yeah,
great.
right? Tuna with fucking low-fat mayo, and it's good, man.
But his fucking pants. He still has fat pants.
He does?
Yeah, he's got a belt on there. Not even a little bit. They're like out to here on him.
Really?
Yeah, he's got to buy some. You look all good. Buy yourself some nice looking clothes.
I feel like I'm going to throw up. I drank too much coffee.
Did you?
Yeah, got bitter.
No.
Well, it's good to be back in the States, man. I just did this thing in Canada called the Cold Dark January Tour.
What the hell is that?
They try and get people back into the clubs because after the holidays it slows off, so they bring in some American comedians. They fucking hated me in Ajax, Canada. I bombed all 4 shows.
Well, that's because it's clean.
No, I mean I go
Ajax.
I go, yeah, your toilet bowls don't look any cleaner. That's hacky, but it had to be said. Ajax, and then they go, the cold dark. It's cold and dark up here. You weren't kidding. And George goes, yeah, like Whitney Houston's pussy, and everybody went.
Come on.
Yeah, and then I come back and I go, well, I didn't say Celine Dion, you're a fucking golden Canadian songbird. Titanic sucked. It was just an animosity. They hated me. And then the other comic, they treat the Canadian comics really poorly up there. And he was killing with his French accent. He had a decent act, but he kept his French accent going the entire time. He never broke character. And he was doing more and more time on every show, and I was shortening my set.
Oh, man.
And then they put me in this fucking hotel that's plopped down in the middle of like a suburban neighborhood, and the restaurant only opens for breakfast and dinner. So I was just eating a big breakfast and then going and hibernating and hoping I would die in my sleep. And I couldn't eat dinner because I'm in my show mode by then. And it was just, I was like Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now by the 3rd day. I was going insane. Going from that one box to another box.
Oh, man.
And I was trying to write jokes about the news. There was an escaped wolves. Some knucklehead cut a hole.
Fucking Canada.
Yeah. Some guy cut a hole in a fence of a nature preserve, and these wolves escaped. So there was werewolves, like wolves wandering around the neighborhood. And I go, you guys hear about that? Wolves walking around? No, I'll go check the hockey score again, you fucking idiots. You know, they had no idea what I was talking about.
I know what joke I would have done. This
What?
would have been a hit. I would have said it's like werewolves, but that's what people were asking.
Oh, werewolf, right? It's awful.
That would have got a tremendous award that made me fucking want to punch you.
Yeah. You play Canada over there, Bob?
I did a tour in Canada 2 years ago, from one side to the other, but it was one of those just for laughs tour. Yeah. Hang on. There's a fat joke in there.
At the same time.
It was just one show in the middle of the country.
I gotta say that was a good one.
It's a big fucking country, right?
It's fuck. I love it, but we did play in some places that you're like, these people just don't get me.
Really? You had that?
There's a couple people on the show, Canadian comics, they fucking killing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking destroy.
Yeah.
And then you go up and they're just looking at you like,
Do you
we
sense
fuck
an
off.
animosity towards Americans? Like they don't like us? They think we're violent? Like,
Nah, I mean, look, man, I don't know. No, I never sensed that. I mean, fucking Canada's us.
yeah.
It's
It is.
just a
But
lighter
so
version,
you'd have a
you know?
horrible show and then a great show. It made no sense, right?
Canada
Yeah.
isn't us, Bobby.
Yeah,
Not at all, Bob.
It ain't fucking
No.
even us. No way. They look the same. It's great, but that whole mentality, that Canadian fucking mentality, nothing like us.
Yeah, they're olive oil voices
they're
and they
overly
giddy charm.
friendly, like the people in Fargo. They follow.
Yeah.
They're very friendly, but there's an underlying sadness
It's
right
like,
below the surface.
You know what it is? It's like
Yeah.
it's like brothers. It's like brothers. They're close. You know, you got your brothers, but one is like been to jail and shit, and the
Yeah.
other one went to school and did a. That's what we are. We're the fucking degenerates.
Yeah.
With the prison tats all over us.
Yeah, but so-
And Canada's
some
a bunch
part
of
of
faggots.
It's
Canada-
the same fucking landmass, and you have to go through all these customs. I don't get that
Yeah.
shit. I'm still here.
Yeah, but some parts of
landmass.
Canada are cool. Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver. But,
Yeah.
you know, and then there's other parts where you go and you're like, fuck me. Like, you know, you're smoking a butt outside and there's deer running by your fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's...
always think the Canada looks like 1960s
Like,
America.
Winnipeg-
Like the roads look fucking old,
It is.
weird.
Winnipeg does that. And Winnipeg, everything's underground.
Yeah.
So in the winter, because it's so fucking cold, like you in the hotel, you go down one level to the mall that attaches the whole fucking city.
Yeah,
That's
so
Montreal too,
you pop
underground.
up like little gophers every once in a while.
How you live like that?
And the mall is like an old mall, so it's like that old fucking 70s fucking
Yeah.
feel. Yeah, it's a little. I'd lose my
That's
mind up there.
depressing.
The
Winnipeg.
best looking waitresses I've ever seen were in Vancouver.
Oh, they're beautiful
girls
It was
up there.
Stunning. I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't
I love
focus.
that.
on
Did you
my
flirt
act.
with her?
You know me. Oh, and then I was on the phone with my mother, and I'm telling her about Ajax. She goes, "Why don't you go down to the lobby and find somebody your own age to talk to?" That was her advice. I'm going to go annoy some Canuck. You know, it's cold out, eh? You know, I'm going to do that. Don't
That's
you know me
such
by now?
motherly advice, by the way.
Yeah.
Find someone your own age to talk to.
You know how
Son of a
fucking
gun.
great that would be if you walked down the lobby and just saw him looking around.
Yeah.
You! Come here. How old are you? Let me see your license.
Stupid advice, Mom.
You ever think about sticking a guy's cock just not to be bored? Come over here, let's talk. Why is your eyebrow missing?
What do you mean? I got weird. I mean, this side.
Your Bobby just spit his coffee out. Your eyebrow missing.
I never noticed
This was
that.
a bad cut.
Oh, I
had
never
here.
noticed that.
And the hair never grew back after they ripped the bandage
I
off.
never noticed that. I noticed
up,
it,
right?
but I didn't want to say anything. It's just a comic asshole. Why is your eyebrow
Dude, all
missing?
these years I've never noticed that, so I thought maybe he shaved it. Or
relatively new. No, I didn't shave it
Oh, it
to
is
look
new.
even
Okay.
more
Oh,
psychotic. No, I didn't. Thank you.
Do you keep it to yourself how you got the cut, or?
No, I fell down drunk in Atlantic City and my arms didn't go up, so I split my head open. I go, I'm going to keep gambling. And my friend Johnny L goes, dude, you got a vagina on your forehead. You have to go get stitched up.
When did this happen?
I don't know, a few years ago. I was in the sports room, and they give you a ticket for every fucking bet you make. So I was just pounding tequila, and I fell down and split my
God,
face
I wish I
open.
would have seen that.
Yeah,
Oh,
really?
That would've been
man.
so happy.
Yeah,
You
it was-
went down with your arms just to your side.
Yeah, when you're
face
drunk,
first.
your arms don't pop up
shit.
normally. Yeah,
You're telling him?
yeah.
No,
Really?
knock wood. I've never done the face plant like that.
No, it was
I've
bad.
slipped on the ice. That's the worst I did. Like 3 or 4 Christmases ago, I went outside to make sure my pool pump cover pumps were working, and I went out and I was pretty hammered, and it was icy, just a sheet of ice in my backyard, and I fucking slipped, went out to the side, went right on my elbow. Jam. Yeah, it was June.
You were a little
The
girl
elbow,
underwear?
That's
Fucking
that's
elbow.
smart.
Dude, up until about a year ago, it still fucking hurt.
It did?
It was bad.
You might have chipped a bone. Is there like a loose chunk of bone in there?
Yeah, just sitting there until something grows around it. But, did I go down?
You did?
Oh, I went fucking down. Yeah.
On your own property, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of suing Borgata, but it didn't seem like I had a case. You know?
The drunk.
Yeah, they got me on camera pounding tequila. I'm going to see Al Pacino Friday on Broadway.
I want to see him, and no one will fucking tell me how to get tickets. I'll buy them.
I got tickets. It's the night before closing. And I'm bringing my copy.
Shit.
I got a copy of the movie Scarecrow with Gene Hackman to get him to sign. I figure he might react to that because it's a real obscure movie. Yeah. Instead of shoving Scarface at him.
I want to go the night before with my copy of Scarecrow. Yeah. I want to go Thursday. Or Friday afternoon.
What an asshole.
After he signs it, I want to go, there's some guy bootlegging these outside, then he'll show up with his.
Should I go language every time they curse? It's Glengarry. There's a lot of cursing, right?
Yes.
He's doing the Jack Lemmon part.
I know, he's doing
older.
Shelley.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And the guy from Boardwalk Empire.
Bobby Cannavale is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
He showed his dick on HBO.
Big, huge hog.
Big. Do you see that scene?
Huge dick.
On Boardwalk Empire. There's a scene where he's completely naked and his cock is hanging out and he's shooting people.
It wasn't...
They used a boom, too, so they swung up over and then up over his head and just panned up his cock.
But it wasn't
a meat sticking out, right?
Prosthetic device?
No, dude, that was his cock.
That's got to be hard to do, like... with the pressure of a like you don't want to have small dick on camera.
No, he had a nice sized dick. I don't blame him for showing it at all.
It's going to give you like shit. I would want to fluff her.
I would have to literally turn down the show. It would even be a career changing moment.
Right.
And I'd have to go, I can't do this because my dick is so small. I have a grower, not a shower. I would have to someone would have to guitar my dick every fucking 3 seconds.
There's a point where your dick looks amazing. It looks like it isn't fucking getting hard. Yeah. Like it's the perfect like just plumped up but still hanging. Once it starts sticking straight out, they'll know you're cheating. Hey, that's a hard on.
I have small. I know. I have small and hard. That's all I have. I have no middle ground.
Really?
No. I think black guys' dicks don't telescope like white men. That's why that myth about them having bigger dicks.
Right.
It's always the same size.
The same size. It just gets harder.
Yeah.
Interesting theory. Yeah. Interesting theory.
Yeah.
Mine goes from a little wild mushroom to just a little stick.
That's it. I've told this story plenty of times. I've been in Boston. There was these chicks, and they were coming out of a fucking bachelorette party where they got the guys dancing and shit like that, and they were all horned up in the parking lot. Me and Opie had just done a fucking an event at another bar that was right next to it. So we're out by the cars, and these girls are like, "Show us your cocks." They're fucking Boston. Show us your fucking cock.
Hey, fucking kid, show me your dick,
Come on, where's your cocks, you motherfucker? So I'm fucking pretty drunk and shit. I'm like, yeah, all right, but you gotta fucking show me yours after we're done, you know?
Cock?
Nice and mature. Yeah, show me your cock, you fucking... I wanted to see some pussy and shit.
Yeah.
So the thought of this started getting me like a little excited, you know?
Sure.
But it was tempered with the nervousness of, I'm whipping my dick out in a parking lot and shit. But it was the perfect storm. It was the perfect storm of it's not going to get hard and look like a hard-on, but it's not going to be a little fucking, nub.
Yeah.
So I just whipped it out, and I remember the girls looked and went like, and Opie said he was around the other side of the van, and he heard them go, wow.
That's good.
And then one girl goes, can I touch it? I'm like, yeah. And so she just starts just thumb and forefingering the head.
My dick is getting hard telling the story.
It's a petting zoo.
And she's going, lots of petting zoo.
It's like a small dirty llama.
Yeah, she put a quarter in a gumball machine and fed it oats.
Really?
Yeah, she's going, this is nice.
Oh, she rubbed the nub and the head?
She's like, rubbing the head and shit. I was like, cool. And then I'm just like, all right, let me see what the fuck you got. And then she pulled her dress up.
Oh, God.
And pulled her panties down. Like fucking, feed me. And this big roll of fat just came out and toppled down over her pussy. It was terrible.
Your dick went away?
I definitely got the better part of that deal.
Opie wouldn't show his penis, he said.
No, he said he was all scrunched
he
up.
Was Samuel the Shy Sea Lion.
Yeah.
He didn't want to
That's because it's see-through.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to have that perfect. Doesn't look like you got a rod.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look like it's just it's like this every day.
Semi-filled out. Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, have a tank again. No,
I think the weight too. Once you get past certain fat, it's like I think what is it? You get like a half an inch back with every fucking 10 pounds.
I didn't hear that.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you
I have a
Do you have
17-inch dick.
pubis? Do you have a fatty pubis?
Yeah.
Bush fat. Yeah, I got some bush fat.
You got some bush fat?
But no, it's the blood. It doesn't go.
What?
Like your
Bush
dick
fat.
hangs. Your dick hangs. That's because you get some blood in it. I don't. My dick doesn't. I've pissed on my balls. when when you're taking a shit and you piss, I've pissed on my balls.
I didn't think that was
Cascades
possible.
over like a fountain.
What? I think that was possible.
Yeah, I pissed right on my fucking sack.
You've pissed on your balls.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem to.
Now you push your dick down. And
Ew, you have a little nub sticking out of your pube
it's
fat.
not a dog dick, but
It's sticking out
dirtier.
of the pube fat.
no, it's like the hang isn't the way it used to be.
Yeah?
But you lose the weight, I'll lose the weight. The hang will come back a little bit.
I think
the-
you get shorter as the day goes on. Did you ever hear that?
What's that?
You're your tallest when you first wake up, and as the day goes on, the
like gravity?
pushes your spine down. Yeah,
Wow.
you're shorter at the end of the day.
I imagine that's by only probably only by 8 or 9 inches though.
Okay.
Shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, I would think. Remember those fat guys we had on the show? It was years ago, and the guy had like no dick. It was completely in.
You made them get naked?
And why not?
Why wouldn't you?
It was way back in the day, I like to call it.
Yeah.
The day. And they were like big fat fucking guys. I think one guy was like from Ron and Fez or something. And it literally had no dick. It looked like a vagina.
Yeah.
And then you like pushed on his pube
And it
fat.
popped out like a
and
stress
it was
doll
like,
nose?
Yeah, like that, yeah. It's just, how do you fucking live?
Yeah.
How do you not shoot yourself in the head?
Yeah, I know. When does it end? When are you going to stop and have some esteem?
Something.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking to me?
No.
No,
No, it was rhetorical fucking degradation we were doing there.
I didn't know you got more dick when you lost weight. I lost 50 pounds, so I'm like, maybe my dick is better.
Yeah, your dick. Yeah, you lose some bush fat. When you lose bush fat, and plus the blood flow down to your cock, it makes it better. But I have big dick day and little dick day too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the blood really goes to my cock, and I can do a two-hander. But sometimes it's not that big. Like I can do 2 hands and a thumb.
Wow.
Sometimes, yeah.
Damn.
And sometimes it's just a one hand and a couple fingers and a thumb.
There's a surgery that guys were having done years ago. I'm not sure if they still are, but they would cut the ligament. There's like a ligament at the top of your dick where when you're a kid, it's so fucking like new that you can't even push your dick down hard on, and then you get older and your dick just kind of goes straight out. Like it's this ligament on there. And they would cut the ligament so your dick would actually come out of your body a little.
Oh.
Like the internal part of your dick would like go. Whoa.
But doesn't it make your dick not as hard?
I would assume that you don't have that stand up straight hard on.
God damn it, man! Don't
Just so you
fuck
can
with
have
the
some
dick.
So it's less
No!
attached to your torso than...
Yeah.
So it's just holding in the skin like a...
Right, like the skin and
Like a
muscle
roll
and
of
stuff.
quarters in a sock in a Charles Bronson movie like that.
Yeah.
Just
I love when he
dangling.
swings it around and breaks open in the room.
He hits his own house plan.
Do you think it was supposed to break and go all over the place?
No.
I don't think it was
supposed to, no.
It looked like because he was swinging it around and hitting the chair and the table and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when they all flew out, he kind of looked like, what do I do now?
Just the idea of putting Charles Bronson in the New York subway was brilliant. He's so out of place. There's certainly not a New York face, And that was the
love that
only movie where he goes from he's not the killer that he is at the end. He's a transformation. So it's a bit of an acting job.
Yeah, because he was like a kind of a liberal guy at the beginning.
And he never gets the
pacifist.
guys. In all the other movies, he hunts down 4 or 5 guys and kills them all.
What was he? An architect or something?
He's an architect.
Paul Kersey.
Yeah, he had one of those-
Paul Kersey, architect.
Like
movie.
Brady fucking tables.
Yes.
Who would hire him to fucking make their house though with his fucking ruddy outdoor face?
Really?
Yeah,
You
no.
wouldn't?
Well, that guy-
Who would mug him? Would you mug Charles Bronson?
right?
Wouldn't you wait for the next guy, Tony Randall, to come by? You're gonna jump the guy from fucking Great Escape?
He went out west to go meet with the guy that was always on Love American Style. That fucking
Yeah, that
guy.
dude. Yeah, Stuart Margolin.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, meet with
How
him.
the fuck do you remember that name?
I don't know.
Stuart
It's stuck
Margolin.
in my
And the
fucking
guy
head.
just
Yeah,
gives
he
him
was
a
good.
gun in a box, and he takes it on the plane and goes home with it.
You can't do that now, right?
No.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God. It was crazy.
Yeah.
They're smoking on the plane.
I smoked on the plane. I remember
love
when I
those
was
old movies.
15.
That's
I smoked
weird.
on a plane.
Really?
Oh yeah, but when you could go to the store and just buy cigarettes as a 12-year-old,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, I was when they were shipping me back from Rochester to Boston for juvie jail.
man.
They had to put me on a plane, and I remember lighting up a cigarette. It was the best. Middle seat, 15, smoking a
How
butt,
annoying.
ashing in the
Wow.
ashtray.
How annoying for the people on the plane.
I
that
never
didn't smoke.
smoked on a plane.
I don't think it was annoying for people back then because they didn't know. They were so used to it. You know,
Yeah.
everything
Everywhere you
smelled.
went. Everywhere you went had fucking would
I know.
reek the smoke.
Doctors would walk in.
Yeah, in the hospitals, they'd be walking the halls smoking a cigarette.
true?
Yeah, doctors. And there were those fucking big, like the tubes with the sand in it, ashtrays everywhere.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, you'd fucking stick your cigarette in there.
Have a Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoke Kent.
I remember once my flight was delayed, and I actually went outside the airport to have a cigarette, and I knew I was going to have to go right, back in that fucking line again. I go, this is disgusting.
Houston,
I
I almost lost a flight for that reason.
Yeah, it's hot. I
Yeah.
felt so bad about myself. I go, can't you just read a book and have a fucking juice and not smoke? It just felt like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
You could
Horrible.
smoke
Remember
everywhere.
having that.
Everything reeked of smoke. Well, you'd go into stores like in the mall,
Yeah.
in Macy's, and people are smoking around the clothes. There'd be burn marks in their shit. Like, they should have stopped that years ago just for economic reasons.
Yeah, the Surgeon General didn't put that warning on until, like, I think the 60s or something,
And it said, and it was worded like, caution. It didn't say warning. It said caution. Cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health.
This
and then they
product
started
kills
going,
you.
warning, fuck, look out. But at first it was just, we got to put something on. All right, hey, look. We don't know, but some people are saying.
Now you open the now you open and it actually coughs when you open the top.
And a fucking dead baby.
Yeah.
I remember in Amsterdam smoking in line as I was giving the chick my ticket. Like right when I was going on the plane, you could smoke. They had an
Still
ashtray
smoking.
right next to the door.
It really is something what they've done in this country about smoking. I mean,
There's something about it though. Back then, the way they used to smoke without the filters and the lighters and it just looks cool. I watch that on movies and I'm like, fuck, that's just so cool the way they're
Cool
smoking.
in movies, right? That everybody's smoking. The casinos started to fuck with the smokers for a while, but they went right back to leaving them
they
alone.
realized people were like, fuck this.
yeah.
If I can't smoke, I'm not going to gamble.
They're losing revenue. They're not going to.
I love flying into Atlanta because I think they still have it too. They had the smoking room. Or that fucking
the death chamber.
Fish tank.
The fish tank.
Tennessee has that.
They had to take the ceiling tiles out because they were just tarred up.
Yeah.
It's like a cave.
And you'd be in there and a fucking
Wrinkled
redneck
yellow people in there.
Yeah, lady
God.
with their kid, with her fucking 3-year-old, and the kid comes in. Sit down.
Nothing worse in the casinos than when you sit down and 3 Asian guys sit next to you, and those motherfuckers will smoke like non-fucking stuff. Asians love smoking.
The perverted, villainous way they hold it. Fucking assholes. Yeah.
They hit me.
Everybody's kid looks like Mickey Rooney and fucking 35 years old. Yeah. Terrible.
They do hold their cigarettes like a fucking villain.
Yeah.
They hold it between their pinky.
Just
like John Travolta and
Are you mad at James Bond? Why are you smoking like that? Placing bets.
Shit. I was watching a documentary last night also on the space program, Moon Machines it was called. And it's all the technology that went behind sending Americans to the moon. And the guys in the control rooms just fucking smoking near machinery that like is people's lives. This is people's lives, and they're just blowing smoke into ancient computer equipment.
Gumming it up.
Yeah, gumming up the works. They didn't care. Yeah, they all get nervous. It's like, Houston, we've had a problem. They all start lighting up cigarettes.
Picked the wrong week to give up sniffing glue.
We got to deal with this issue. Who's got a cigarette?
Yeah. All the fucking movies back in the day used to. Matt Dillon, remember Matt Dillon? He'd have the cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve.
Would you get all sexy
all
for him?
Flustered.
I
love Matt Dillon.
Old days.
Matt Dillon back in the day with Christy McNichol. Remember Christy McNichol?
Sure.
Yeah. In her dungaree jacket, and they were smoking in the little. They took the canoe out to the little shack.
That was
and they Little Darlings.
Little
that wasn't Little Darlings.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah, Little Darlings. And then he fucked her.
He fucked her.
Who got fucked in that?
Tatum O'Neal lied about getting fucked.
Right.
And Christy McNichol lied about not getting
By
fucked.
Armand Asante.
No, she didn't. Yeah, she accused him of fuck. Then he got in trouble. But Matt Dillon really stuck it in Christy McNichol. And then he went, He went, what the fuck? Fuck this. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck this. And then he left.
And then he ditched her?
Yeah, he ditched her.
And then what was the lesson? Like, she shouldn't have fucked? And
the lesson was, look, if you got to decide, if you make the decision to fuck me, just don't, fuck you. You did it. Relax.
Yeah.
It's over. You fucked me.
And it was supposed
to be
weird. You thought that Kristen McNichol was going to be the one that didn't get fucked.
Right, but she got fucked. And they both popped their, well, she popped her cherry. And the other one didn't.
But you thought she was going to be the one.
It was a hot little movie. Hot little movie.
Tim Allen quoted me on Craig Ferguson's show.
Ooh.
And then Ferguson acted like he didn't know a fucking idea who I was.
Did he or no?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Who's Craig Ferguson?
That
some limey
Scottish
fucking
guy who's got a talk show.
I'm just pretending like I don't know. I'm pretending like I don't know him for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks, buddy.
What did he say?
He said, he quoted me, he just goes, I exaggerate to clarify the famous Otto and George. And he went, okay. And it was like dead silence for a second. Then they went back to his interview. Yeah. Everybody knows me.
What is Tim Allen?
Everybody knows me.
What is Tim Allen doing on? I haven't seen him in a long time. He's got a new
show. Yeah, he's got a sitcom.
He does, yeah.
Probably another Toy Story in the works, you know.
Oh, okay.
The money
machine that
gets from
fucking
Toy
thing
Story.
That guy's pulling in fucking 200 G's a year.
Easily, with the Campbell Soup endorsement on top of that.
Probably more than that, Jim.
I don't know, man.
Perhaps.
I remember when he first got sober, I was doing a bachelor party for the director of Home Improvement in Vegas, and Tim was doing Galaxy Quest at the time, and he acted like it was nothing. I'm doing a space movie. And then he goes, man, I miss Bourbon and Blow. And I was like, well, then do it then. I go, you know you're going to feel like shit. I go, you're making a movie, you're going to look like hell on camera. You know, and just finish the movie, you know. And he goes, oh, I'm so glad I'm talking to you, man. It's like, so how you been? What are you doing? I go, I'm doing Pips. And you're making a fucking $20 million, $50 million movie, and I'm cheering you up. And it was weird. He seemed like fragile. He seemed fragile to me.
Did he?
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
It was a decent movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're into Star Trek.
It was just weird. I felt like, wow, I'm stronger than you, douchebag.
Damn.
He's a really nice guy.
Are you doing another season of the Otto and George show?
The Pig Roast?
Pig Roast, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never got a call from them. Who does one season? It's like the Louis show. I mean, not to compare it, but it's like, give me a chance, you know?
Why are they only giving you one season?
I guess they didn't raise money to do it again. I said I'll do one show for one season for free. So then, you know, we talked about if there's a budget of any kind, I want 15% of whatever the budget for each show is as the star of the show. I thought that was a fair price. Sure. And they never got back to me, so whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many episodes did you do?
I did a total of 15. You know, I moved on with my life. On to the next thing. It would be nice to do another season, you know. I think it would be a good live show in Vegas, you know, as, you know, to bring in all the guests in town. We could do it any time of night, you know.
Could be a great show.
What the hell is going on here?
Look at Jimmy.
There's Jimmy G.
What are you, a squirrel?
Got like, what is that, tuna?
Yeah.
The whole fucking, the whole big bunch of celery.
Your body is the temple of the Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Wow, that's a lot of celery for that little itty bitty kid.
Yeah. He's fucking Bobby with the
My
celery.
body, Boston Space Monster.
Your body is the temple of the Lord. That's why you come on it every night.
Be careful of that lid, man. You'll cut a fucking tendon.
Get some tetanus.
Yeah.
I fucking got a nasty cut once on a tuna can lid.
Oh, that's awful.
I went to push the garbage down because it was kind of like bunched
it's a
up
dirty,
in there.
jagged gash it makes.
There was a fucking tuna can lid in there. I pushed down and just felt like this weird, sharp, searing pain.
Yeah.
Like, and I opened my hand up and it was just like you said, a vagina.
Did you feel your heartbeat in the cut?
Yes.
Was it that deep?
It was
that's
that
horrible.
deep. It was so deep when you start singing, the white stuff in there.
Did you go, oh, like a girl and go, oh?
I can't. Whenever I would cut myself, I would like put my hand over it real fast, and then I'd have to look real slow, like I'm looking at what cards I was just dealt.
Oh God!
I gotta like peel them off real slow, and look and go. Yeah, that's fucking.
Was that
stitches.
A trip to the emergency room?
Yeah.
For sure, right? Yeah.
That was stitches.
Yeah.
Working in sheet metal work, I was in air conditioning and heating, so I was working with a lot of duct work.
Oh.
And that shit is like working with giant razor blades all day.
It is.
Constantly cutting myself, and you couldn't go to the emergency room every time you cut yourself.
You couldn't.
So you just like you knew you just took duct tape and a piece of paper. You'd slap paper over the cut and then wrap duct tape around it and get back to work.
Wow, that's cool.
Real job, real men.
But you couldn't wear like protective gloves because you had to.
No, you know what it is? You're working with like little drill screws to hang the ductwork up with, so you can't grab them with the gloves on. So you're barehanded holding fucking metal. There's another time I had this thing. It's called like a Z bracket, shaped like a Z. Yeah. And I'm holding the top of it, and I'm trying to drill screw it in, and it caught on the drill and spun around on the drill head like a saw blade, and just whack.
Wow.
Got my hand.
You got all 10 fingers. You don't miss that at all, eh?
Fucking hate it.
You say A? Said A, sorry.
That's all right.
I was in Canada for 2 weeks. Fuck.
No, it's fucking 2 weeks, not fucking 2 years, you assimilating asshole.
Yeah, I know. I was pandering towards the end. I was pandering and groveling.
All your jokes,
please like me.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I was apologizing for 8 years of war and beheadings. I'm sorry about that, Sorry about the school shooting in Connecticut.
Sorry for throwing your quarters away.
Yeah.
Just throw them.
Yeah, now it's a fucking quarter.
Yeah, now it's a fucking quarter. The bastards.
Fuck that.
They caught up.
I used to fucking throw. You get that?
Oh, this change?
So light. Canadian change?
Yeah.
Fucking toss it.
Clink,
tingling. Yeah, it was
you
fucking.
Keep the dollars and the $2 coins.
Back in the day, it was horseshit.
Yeah, the toonies.
When I was a kid, a Canadian quarter was horseshit.
Oh, you couldn't spend it in the States, And
you didn't even want to keep it.
They wanted 20% to change my money to Canadian. 20% at the airport. But if I gave him $500, it would be free. But I only had a $100 bill in American, and I had my debit card. So I said, "Fuck that! Just give me my money back."
Holy shit!
They were going to give me $80 back in Canadian.
What kind of ripoff is that?
It's an airport ripoff.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I tell you, they get you all. They get you coming and going.
Yeah,
right, regular Joe.
Regular Joe.
No lemon in there, Jim. Lemon's
lemon
good.
with mayo would be terrible.
Some olives.
There's no.
It might
but you didn't get the white
congeal.
meat. You got the fucking the project tuna.
Well, that's what Sal got me. Why
you
would
didn't get white. There's white
get?
albacore tuna. It's white. That's the pink tuna.
Have 3 slices of Wonder Bread and a donut after that.
Yeah, that's fucking.
He got chunk light. Solid white.
Yeah,
solid
albacore.
white
You ever
in
heard of
water.
that?
All right, next time. This is fine. It's still better than eating fucking pizza.
Yeah.
That's actually the fucking asshole of the tuna. That's where that meat comes from.
Little old pizza.
Yeah.
Well, you're eating healthy. I like seeing that. You're going to put some celery in it now? Ooh. No? What?
He's going to use it as bread. Celery is the bread.
Oh, is that what you're going to do?
Oh, that's good.
You got to do the show. I don't want to distract.
Good boy, Jimmy.
Look at
the fucking Bugs Bunny sound effects.
Yeah, isn't that? It's Bugs Bunny sound effects. That's pretty good. So what is that? That lasts you what? Till the whole day? When do you eat?
I mean,
Cocksucker looks like he should be in a terrarium.
One of the funniest broadcasts you guys have done lately was after that Joe Piscopo special aired. I was cracking because I watched that too. It took me 10 minutes to realize it was Piscopo. It was just some guy talking. I thought it was a telethon.
I was horrified.
He was just talking, about bullshit.
It was shockingly, you couldn't turn the channel.
No.
I was watching it in a hotel room. I was on some fucking shit gig somewhere about to commit suicide.
It looked like somebody doing a sketch of a bad Vegas comic lounge guy, I didn't know he was serious. Like, that was his act.
He was serious. He wanted to show that he, played all these instruments. And then his banter between the songs. I was stunned. I couldn't tune away.
The schmaltz level of that was unbelievable. It was off the charts. It was off the charts,
He could have gotten away with that at, one of the old Vegas places off the strip back in the 60s.
He's of another time. He really is.
I'd go see that now, though. If that was in Vegas, I would go off the strip to see that. If we were in Vegas, I'd be like, dude, let's go see Piscopo.
Fun for 5 minutes, and then you got to sit there going, what the fuck are we doing?
I watch it to the end. I couldn't stop. I couldn't take my eyes off.
He plays every fucking instrument mediocre.
Mediocre. He's all right at playing a bunch of things, but
it's pretty talented.
Nothing special. And then when he had those little saxophone battle with the guy that could play the sax, it's like, why would you want to do that? You're showing how bad you are.
It's not even close.
Yeah, when he played, it was like, he's good. And then the other guy played like, he's not that
Joe
good.
Piscopo did a lot of these. The one note that went a long time as the other guy's going doing runs up and down the fucking thing.
Yeah, but I liked when he told the audience, hey, you guys don't mind if I do this, right? It's Jersey. I wouldn't do this anywhere else.
Yeah.
I like that.
It only aired one time because I hit my guide to see when it was going to play again because I missed the opening of it.
It said, "You got to be kidding me."
I've never seen him play a special once and never again. What the fuck?
Only that one.
Yeah.
Only that one. Holy shit.
It was unbelievable.
And then he was great when he came on here. We were talking about, the old days. And
was he on, like, right after that, on the heels of that?
Yeah. Right after a bunch of people tweeted him about what we were saying and this. And,
yeah, because I was curious how you were going to handle that.
He just understood, came on, he was like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
He didn't take anything personal. He just got it. He was like, fine, it's cool, guys. Thanks for talking about me.
You know what? He's a nice enough guy. He's very charitable and shit, you know?
I heard
He's always doing charity stuff. His personal life is a fucking disaster.
It is.
And his professional life apparently is, he's just always trying to fucking, you can't get married and then try to bang younger broads.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Is he still like big, like pumped up guy?
Well, I think the years of taking away some muscle mass.
Yeah,
I watched that movie he was in after the interview you guys did with him. What's it called?
Really? That new one that he made?
No, the one back in the day. The one, the zombie. What was that?
Oh, with Treat Williams. I forget the name of that.
He was jacked in that movie, and he had that when the designer leather jackets were in with the V cut with the flappy wings on it and the shoulder pads.
Flappy wings.
Oh, okay. The Miami Vice type of.
Yes.
Dead
heat.
Dead heat. Shredded.
Thank you, Jeff himself.
I remember that being really violent, but like dumb.
It's the worst fucking movie.
It's really bad,
on
right?
the planet. Yeah, it's terrible. But it was after hearing the interview and then watching it, it was actually kind of entertaining.
Too.
Yeah, it's just psychologically when you know something's going to be shit, it's like, I can watch this.
I think he was juicing back then. There's no way anyone gets that fucking big like that.
I know Jeff Norris used to do roids because his temper was off the chart.
Yes,
he would get really mad at nothing.
Fucking Norris almost destroyed my fucking career. He was demonstrating a chokehold on me.
Oh, God.
So I took the guy and I came up behind him and I went like this. I'm like, and for like 2 weeks my voice box hurt.
Oh Jesus!
It's like fucking.
That's
Jeff.
my bread and butter. Nothing doing. Yeah. Jesus,
he didn't understand his own strength. He's that guy that fucking, yes, George.
Yeah, little dead bunny rabbit in his front.
He fucking choked me.
Oh, man.
God damn, guy's a fucking animal. Fucking animal.
Yeah.
I was bringing up earlier the cigarette thing about that show I was watching, Moon Machines. And it was so depressing to watch because you're watching these guys and they had clips of them now talking about back then, and then they had clips of them back then in the the engineering departments and the fucking launch control and the problems that they had with the Apollo missions and how they solved the problems and put a man on the fucking moon and then had the rover and did that, like all that shit, and you're looking going, these are just like smart fucking innovative guys that just aren't there anymore. This country fucking stinks compared to what it was as far as the space program
goes. Those guys
those
fucking guys are in Apple now and computing.
But no, that's even different. That's fucking different.
They're American heroes. They must get free dinner sometime.
I would hope so.
We have those guys.
The electronic revolution is a lot different. It's a lot more worldwide, Bobby. Then fucking the Apollo program was American. They weren't sending the shit out to fucking China to make it.
Was there a race with Russia too to get to the moon at that time? Yeah.
At the end of this decade, there it is. We will go to the moon and do those other things, whatever those were.
Nice skull he had. They demolished.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, beautiful skulls on them. The Kennedy skull.
They demolished.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Fucking Kennedy skulls. Boy, did they love taking pot shots at those Kennedy skulls.
Put a pellet in the skull. Like, stop talking.
Didn't they just announce that Robert Kennedy thought there was more than one shooter?
Robert Kennedy's son, which is JFK's nephew.
He said that Robert, actually his brother,
it was
actually said there was no, he in the press said,
really?
It wasn't, but behind closed door.
Thane Caesar was a last-minute replacement security guard that they said shot Robert Kennedy behind the ear, and he turned and he went to grab Thane Caesar, and he collapsed with his clip-on bow tie in his hands. So, Sirhan is here, and Robert Kennedy's here, so, Sirhan is firing at me. Why would I turn around and grab the guy behind me?
Maybe you're trying to get away. And
maybe.
But then also, Rosie Greer threw fucking Sirhan over a table.
Rosie Greer?
Rosie Greer was right there.
Get the fuck out of here. I never knew that.
Yeah. If you see him making his speech right before he goes, let's win here, on to whatever, Rosie Greer is right over his back.
What did the white guy head do?
Oh, yeah, the Ray Milland
Ray
head.
Milland
Ray
head.
Milland head did nothing. They're shooting at us. Put the top up. Yeah.
And they said that he might have been under mind control, and they did a study on mind control.
He was a Manchurian candidate.
Where they actually
mind
did
control.
He was.
They got a bunch of people, and they whittled it down to like 4 people, and then they put them all in this fucking tub of ice water, and they hypnotized everybody, but nobody could take it except this one motherfucker.
Really?
And he just sat in it for 2 minutes till his core, he was going to die. And they said, okay, get out.
Jeez.
And he didn't feel a thing. Didn't shiver, didn't shake.
Sirhan?
And no, they just did it like this year. They did this on
Jimmy's
National
not
Geographic.
buying it. Jimmy's not buying it.
I know.
And then they said to him, okay, now you're not in it. It's over. Thank you for doing it. He put him under the hypnosis again and said, you're going to go outside. And when you hear this word, this guy shakes your hand and snaps your hand. You're going to go to this car, grab the gun. And when this guy comes out with a briefcase, you shoot him. And he goes outside. He's normal. The guy comes up, shakes his hand. Thank you. Snaps it. Walks over to the car, grabs the gun, stands there with the gun. And the guy walks out and he goes, boom, boom, puts 2 in him.
The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Remember, Georgieva, miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go before I sleep. Telephone. Oh. It was that old fucking, that guy from fucking Halloween was in it.
Oh, okay.
That little bald-headed guy.
Yeah. Donald Pleasant.
Donald Pleasance was in that. And Charles Bronson.
Yeah, Bronson.
Yeah. Telephone.
How do you like your liver?
Then they snapped this guy out of it. They snapped the guy out of it. He didn't even fucking know. He was just like, and they told him what he did, and he almost like started crying. Like, I can't believe I have that in me.
Sirhan never admitted that he wasn't there and shot somebody, but some psychiatrist hypnotized him when he was in jail, and he said he couldn't believe how easily he was hypnotized. Like if you're hypnotized like over a long period of time, frequently, you could just go under like that.
Sirhan is I also read, I think Robert Ressler or somebody interviewed him, and they said he's one of these asses who refers to himself in the third person.
Really?
Well, Sirhan thinks that he's just one of
their
these
song, Reflex.
Yeah, like the Long Island Railroad shooter.
Durant.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah, Colin Ferguson.
yeah, he kept saying that shit, too.
Oh, yeah.
And at the time, what you were at the time.
So tell me, what you saw when you was on the train. Well, I saw you.
Yeah, you
point
shot
a gun
me.
at me and shoot me.
Yeah.
You shot me. Oh, no further questions, Your Honor.
Yeah.
He was not a good attorney.
No. It was entertaining as fuck to watch.
Yeah.
I was a fucking lunatic.
Fucking madman.
Oh, someone should have been on that train and just shoot him.
Oh, yeah, really.
Shoot him.
Awful person.
Instead of fucking Carolyn McCarthy taking everyone's guns away. Maybe someone had a gun on the train beside him.
How come that's never happened though? How come
Because
there's
not
never?
a lot of people have guns.
Yeah, but there's a ton of people in America that have walk around with guns.
No, because it's illegal to carry a gun unless you have so many permits and it's so hard to get that the odds that people have
in Texas.
No, and it doesn't happen a lot in Texas. It doesn't.
Yeah, okay, but how come you've never heard of a guy like doing some fucking Clint Eastwood shit?
You have.
Where? I've never heard of one.
It happens all the time in
Where
Texas.
a guy pulls out a fucking gun and takes somebody out and saves the day.
Yes.
Where? I've never heard of it.
You know why you never hear about it? Because on the news it says a man with a gun.
Stop yelling at me. You're making me want to eat.
A man with a gun. Here's how the news
It's almost
covers
as if
it.
you were talking softly to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
No matter what. Here's what the news always says. A man with a gun was shot by a man with a legal handgun, and that's the story. Yeah. Now, meanwhile, they're not going to say a man with a gun stopped a man from shooting 20 people.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he didn't shoot 20 people.
Okay.
It's, the reasons there aren't a mass murder is because the guy killed the guy that had the gun. That it's happened.
I've never heard of it.
How do you know the guy wouldn't have gone into a mall?
I never heard of a guy taking out an assailant, like a regular citizen with a gun shooting something.
How about this?
Yeah.
Go online. Go to Armed Citizen. It's an NRA publication. American Rifleman has Armed Citizen. Every month I read through these, and it's a whole fucking page of just armed citizens defending themselves or other people and thwarting what would surely be crime. Yes.
The problem with a gun to me in the house is that it's most of the time it's either used in a suicide, killing your spouse, or misfiring, and some 5-year-old kid blows his friend's head off by picking it up in a sock drawer.
There are grave problems with irresponsibility in guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The odds of you defending yourself from an intruder are minuscule.
But it's there. It's like I own guns because I like the security that I feel when I know I'm armed. I know I'm at least going to be on even footing.
You can handle
with
any
anyone
situation.
that comes. If all of a sudden I'm sitting on my couch watching TV and the door gets kicked open, and it sounds paranoid, but go online. There's plenty of instances of it happening.
Yeah. Oh,
Will it happen?
Big time.
Probably not.
Yeah.
The odds that it's going to happen, it's minuscule. But it does fucking happen.
Yeah.
And if that door ever gets kicked open and you're just standing there, everyone in that situation is going to think, I wish I had a gun, when they see people come in with a gun,
Anthony,
ravaging their family.
And any given moment when you're home just relaxing, is there always a gun within reaching
I usually
distance?
Always have one on me, on
your
my
hip? Wow.
I always have a holstered gun on me, and if I don't, and I'm alone, only when I'm alone in the house, I'll keep it on the table next to me on the couch while I'm watching TV.
He always has a bullet inside his cheek when he watches TV,
exactly.
too.
I just spit it out.
Do you
I lob a few shots at the TV like Elvis?
Do you have if you go to check the mail? Do you have a pistol on you like fucking Henry Hill?
It's on me. Yeah, it's on me. I just go out in my yard to get some firewood.
Is it hard for you to get a carry permit
in New York State? It's hard to get a carry permit.
Yeah,
there are so many different levels. You could get a target permit, which allows you to own a gun. To a pistol. To own a pistol, keep it in your house, and go to and from a shooting range.
Do you have to call the police and say, I'm leaving my house to go to the gun range?
No.
In Canada, you have to call and say what's in the trunk.
Amazing.
And then they'll go, well, go right to the range and don't make any stops and go right home.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, you're allowed to go to and from the range in New York State. But they have these little loopholes that I'm sure they're going to close up, where there are 24-hour ranges that are available for a paid member. So you get a membership, you get the membership card, you carry the gun with you all the time, and then if a cop ever asks, where are you going, what do you have, you go, I'm going to the range, or I'm coming back from the range.
Loophole, right.
So you always have it with you. Then there's a business permit, which allows you to carry the gun with you all the time.
Oh, okay.
And in order to get that, you have to have proof that you carry large sums of money with you. You're making deposits in cash.
But what if my mind is such a joke machine that I'm always carrying this wealth of jokes with me?
Yeah.
Let me know when that happens.
It fucking happened already. Shut up, angry Chip.
Then there's Manhattan and the 5 boroughs, New York City. It's nearly impossible to get a permit for New York City. So if you live on Long Island and you want to take your pistol upstate, let's say, you got to take your pistol before you hit the New York City limit.
Yeah.
Put it in your trunk in a locked box separate from the ammunition.
Oh, I see.
And not stop in the city and drive right through, and then you can take it out. So that if something happens in the city and your car gets stolen, the gun's not on you.
Yeah.
It's now in the car. Now he's got a gun and your car.
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense. These fucking idiots.
It doesn't make sense, though. What are you saying?
Thank you. But yeah, to get the permit in New York City, it cost me about $5,000 in legal fees.
Oh, okay.
I had to give all kinds of information that, in order to exercise any other right, you would never have to give that kind of information.
Yeah.
All kinds of personal...
What state do you think is the laxest with guns? Arizona?
Texas, Arizona.
Alaska.
Alaska's pretty good.
Alaska, yeah.
There are plenty of states that are pretty lax as far as it goes. I have a non-resident Pennsylvania pistol license because you're able to get one.
Oh, okay.
And it's good in a few other states also. As a gun owner, you find out what states you can get pistol licenses in if you don't live there that are also good in other states.
Now, when you go to the pistol ranges, are you just shooting a paper, or can you get that spinning lady with the bag of groceries from that Dirty Harry movie? I like that. Oh, you shot a good guy. You get to do that?
There are certain ranges. There's most of them are just paper targets or bowling pins out in Calverton or something. But there's a range in where the fuck is it? Hicksville, somewhere I go.
Yeah.
And it's a video range.
Oh.
It's a giant movie theater screen, and you stand back at various distances, and you shoot at videos that are playing on there of, like, they have a lot of Arab ones.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it's all done with live ammunition. You're shooting into the screen. The screen is actually...
expensive.
Well, they don't replace it every time. There's two...
probably shattering glass everywhere, right? The whole fucking town has got glass on it. It's a good one. Take us out, pig boy.
No! It's two giant rolls of paper. That cover the screen. One's vertical, one's horizontal.
Okay.
And when you shoot, it makes a hole in these two sheets of paper.
Right.
A light from behind comes through, and a sensor picks up where that light came through based on the computers and the screen and what's on it. They know exactly where you hit.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
then, in order to cover up the holes, all they got to do is move both of the rolls a little bit to misalign the holes.
So you
that
get
were
an
made.
actual score and how you did and shit. That's
and then
pretty
they
cool.
have these scenarios where it looks like you're walking through a backyard, and there's like good people and bad people. So you got to make sure you don't shoot the good guys.
Did you
actual combat.
Did you see Zero Dark 30?
Yes, I did.
Did you get a hard on with at the end?
Oh, at the end when they're fucking going through that house with the night vision and the
That was
lasers
great.
and just triple tapping those fucking.
When he he hit the guy, and then he into her back, and then triple tapped him again.
Triple taps the chick,
and then he goes in front of the kids and
Yes.
goes, "Okay, guys, get out of here."
Yeah.
Without a fucking emotional connection to any of it.
I liked when the guy finally he gets Bin Laden, and his buddy turns to him, and the guy's just kind of standing there. He goes, "Do you realize what you just did?"
Wow,
he goes, did it sink in what you just fucking
Wallet.
Yeah.
But they never showed the guy that killed him, right? He's just some
it
unknown
was
soldier.
kind of random.
They didn't even tell Obama when the SEAL. I read the book by the SEAL, and he said when they met the president, of course he asked, and they're like, we all did it.
Oh.
And they all signed like a flag that they gave to him, and one of the SEALs is like, I didn't sign my real name.
Oh.
They don't even sign their real name on the
That's
phone.
a great book, by the way.
Man.
He referred it to me.
No ordinary day.
Why didn't they sign their own name?
Unfucking
Because it's like top
High
secret?
security. They're targets for assassination, and so are their families.
Oh, yeah, they
If
want
they
to-
killed Bin Laden,
Yeah, right.
Muslim extremists would want to
God, that
get
must have
revenge for
felt
the
good.
sheikh.
That was a good day.
They're
Yeah.
talking about the pictures like
It's
never
it's
seen
not
the
it's
light
no
of
it's
day.
no
They
easy
won't.
day.
I want to see
Jim,
it.
it's no easy day.
That's what it's
Right.
called?
Yeah, it's
book.
annoying to me that they won't show those pictures.
You'd think, though, that they'd somehow fucking get out. Every picture gets out eventually.
Yeah,
Those are
everybody
classified,
wanted to
though.
see that just to feel better, cheer up from
Yeah,
it.
the fuck
you know?
that they didn't show us that really.
Well, you
buzzed me.
can't upset Muslims.
I remember they
fuck them.
showed-
They showed it every day. You see us jumping out of the fucking building.
How about when they strung up American soldiers on a bridge?
We
You
show
gotta
us
see that
cut.
shit.
You show the fucking us getting our throats cut over there.
Yeah, you show like on a windy day, people's hats blowing around.
Right,
Yeah.
that tragedy.
They showed Saddam's kids with their faces blown off.
And him dead.
Day
Yeah.
and cool.
They showed Saddam. The video got out of him actually getting hung.
Yeah.
Oh, that was some sick shit. He's just like, well,
Wow.
so here's how it ends.
Nice savage
Thud.
death.
Yeah, getting
Wow.
hung
Oh,
is
man.
just sucks.
They
You know,
just
being
brought
hung
him
is
in.
great, but
Yeah.
Pecker.
Yeah, that was some fucking weird time.
Yeah.
Like you remembered him being with the rifle
Was it the
and
trap
shooting on
door
the
thing?
Yeah. They put the fucking thing around his neck and just dropped him, and that was it.
Man.
They asked him if he had any words to say. He was just kind of mumbling, right? Didn't he just kind of?
Yeah, this is it.
Boom!
This is it.
he
Door
probably
opened
couldn't
up.
believe it was happening.
Yeah, like what? I was just
Funny.
king shit over here. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? I was a big man on campus.
I had a golden toilet.
An asshole.
Yeah, that movie was. I fucking loved. And in the theater.
You got to see it.
I was like, yes, when they shot, I was the only one.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
excited that
Yeah.
they fucking killed him.
I saw it in
Did the guy
theater
look a
too,
lot
but I was
like him?
alone in the theater. It was fucked up.
I was
They-
alone
they
too.
show him in
Were
weird
ya?
clips.
Well,
You always
I was
see 'em.
alone, just me, but there was a bunch of people. You mean you were the only one?
No, I was the only one in the theater.
Oh, that's great.
It's the only place I go to now. They got like these fucking comfy chairs.
What's
and,
it called?
And there's a button. There's a button available that if I hit it, the fucking movie stops.
Get outta here.
And I could go to the bathroom. I could get a drink. I could come back to the theater,
Where
sit
is this
down and
place?
watch
In Long
Zero
Island?
Dark 30. Yeah, it's on Long Island.
Wow.
It's your house.
What?
It's your rich boy house.
That's impossible. That movie's in the theaters.
I just want to take it away from you one more time.
No.
And then have it given. I want to
No.
give him back right to you.
No.
I just want you to feel it one more time.
Do you know, last night I was going down to the basement, of course, to get a drink. And I opened up I just turned on the light and opened the theater door just to look in.
Oh,
Nice.
God bless
I
you.
went, yeah, it's still there.
That's great.
Click. Shut the lights. I fucking ate half a oatmeal cookie off a floor under a locker in school because I was hungry. Come on, cut me some slack.
I'm kidding. You deserve everything you get.
No, I don't.
Seriously, AIDS, lawsuits.
Asshole. Let's take a break so we don't get too backed up. Please remind me when we come back. I want to talk about your watch. That you finally got, that you've been crowing about this iPhone fucking watch thingy. Right. I want to hear about it. Not yet. Okay. We'll be right back.
And don't forget to check out my website. It's a fucking doozy. Check out that fucking hunk of shit. Robin.